Welcome to Total Financial Makeover with Debo Adejana. Move from lack or barely enough to abundance. Renting to letting. From struggling to thriving. Blick to living the dream. Totally in control. Your head above the waters. Taking safe and superb financial decisions always.
Yeah, good morning. The last time I wished people Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. You said you were not in the mood then. I don't know if you were.
No, I'm in the mood.
You're in the mood now. Okay. Welcome, viewers. My name is Debo Adejana, and this is Total Financial Makeover. And I have with me my co-host, as usual, as is becoming usual, Rosemary Okurobo. Yeah. Rosemary, how are you?
Very fine.
You're welcome. How has it been? So, how are you getting on with the new year? Or with the Christmas and everything?
We're trying to bring in the feeling.
You are trying to bring in the feeling?
Bring in the
Oh,
feeling.
really? Okay, you are still trying to. Well, I'm already in the feeling.
Wow.
I'm feeling the feeling already. So, welcome. Now, we are on a topic today that I consider to be very, very important, especially if you make a success of the coming year.
Okay.
Very, very, very important, if you ask me. And it is 2020 in retrospect. 2020 in retrospect. So we'll be looking at 2020. How has it been for you? And why do we have to retrospect? Why? I mean,
I am confused. Why are we retrospecting already when 2020 is not even over yet?
oh,
I thought in our previous post we told others to be hopeful for something better before the end comes to an end.
before the end comes to an end. Okay,
Before
well,
the year comes to an end.
I understand you. Okay, well, I totally agree that I think the episode before the last,
Yes.
we talked about the importance of not giving up and that a lot can still happen within the year and all of that. And if you missed that episode, you want to go to the YouTube channel, Debo Adejana TV, and watch it. Our viewers, our people listening on radio, people watching us via the TV from anywhere in the world that you're watching, you want to go, okay, on our YouTube page and catch up with whatever it is that we have outstanding. That you have missed over time, because there are loads and loads of backlog of episodes there for you to catch up on. So I would encourage you to run right in there and then get it. Yes, it's true, Rose. We discussed that, right? But you see, why today's topic is important is there is a concept that I got to know about. It was shared by someone that I admire a lot some years back, a few years ago. It's called the concept of 10 months make a year. 10 months make a year. You know, of course, 12 months make a year. We studied that in primary school, right?
Yeah.
January to December. But what this concept is all about is that, look, the truth of the matter is that you actually only have 10 months in the year to work effectively. You actually have 10 months in the year to work effectively. That the other last 2 months of the year, that is November and December, they are for two things other than rigorous and active work. That sincerely, if you are not putting so much January to October, there is only very little that you can do. If you are not putting so much January to October, there is only very little you can do in November and December. Of course, if you put in so much, the results may be coming in November and December, but you must have put in so much January to November. So what they say, January is for reviewing what you have done in that year. So I mean November is for retrospecting, really. That's it. That you should retrospect in November, and then in December you should plan how you would then spend the next year. That's a concept of 10 months make a year. That in November, look, you should be retrospecting. What have I done this year? Like what we'll be doing today now. You should make it happen for yourself in November. So if you watch this program, what we are encouraging you to do is that every other November of your life that you spend, this is what you should be doing. Okay? And then in December, you plan precisely. And we are still going to talk about planning in our subsequent edition. But today, that is why. Does it make sense now to you?
It does.
Why
it
we
makes
need to
complete
retrospect.
sense.
So we are
Actually,
not necessarily saying that they should give up if they've put in some work January to October. They are expecting some results. They should still chase those dreams. Nobody is saying they should close shop. However, we are saying that the better way to really plan your life is that you put in all the work in October, till October, and you spend November retrospecting and December planning for the new year. Yeah. Okay, fine. So now we need to take a break here and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Total Financial Makeover will be right back.
Barcelona Landlord Direct is an initiative of Barcelona Real Estate Cooperative Multipurpose Society Limited. It is one of the membership routes available to join in the cooperative.
On this platform, carefully curated real estate rental income projects and others are offered to low-budget real estate investors like you and I to participate and enjoy the return available with as low as 25,000 naira. You can actually secure a fractional slot of investment on offer and proceed to enjoy real estate return as prescribed.
Everything that needs to be done can be done on the platform, including paying for your fractional slot via Pay Start Payment Limited. Investors can pick the pay later option while filling out their investment on this platform.
You actually don't need $1 million to invest in real estate when it comes to the Barcelona Landlord Direct platform.
You've heard it all from Chrissy and Lekon. That is exactly how Brefi run. Enjoy the platform. Go ahead and start investing. You stand a good chance. Let's make real estate money together. Welcome, board.
Welcome back from the quick break, and I'm sure that advert is really said a lot. Imagine having an investment of just 25,000 naira.
As in with just 25,000 naira.
With just 25,000 naira.
And multiples of it.
And multiples of it, as in.
You can become a rental income owner.
I'm even a bit speechless because that advert alone is for everybody. Investing to be a co-owner of an apartment.
That you'll be enjoying rents.
That you'll be enjoying rents. That's more than.
So it means that there is really no excuse anymore to say, really real estate investment, it requires a lot of money. You can be a co-owner and be enjoying rent.
But if you are interested in investing or you are interested in knowing more about it, we have our representative you can call. If you are listening from Abuja, Benin, Lagos, anywhere around the world, and also our listeners on radio. Please call on this number and they will give you every information that you need. We have Rotimi on 090-9054-8741, 090-9054-8741, or Rose 080-9063-4776, 080-9063-4776. Please call on to this number for any inquiry and also to make your investments.
Great. So that's it. That's the numbers to call. You want to call right away for our listeners in Abuja, viewers on TV, or you're watching Debo Adejana TV YouTube channel. Also, follow us on our social media handles. Debo Adejana is at Debo Adejana on Twitter and Instagram. The conversation is going on all over the social media platforms. Okay? Now, the money quote for today. What's the money quote for today, Rose?
The money quote for today. Dear past, thank you for the lessons. And dear future, I am ready. By Anonymous.
Can you imagine?
I'm
dear
reading
past,
it personally. Dear past, thank you
for the lessons.
And dear future, I am ready.
Dear future, I'm ready. That's very profound. Dear past, thank you for the lessons. So, and that is really the essence of retrospecting.
Yes.
Taking on the lessons. Taking on the lessons for the year. That is the essence of retrospecting. You want to take on the lessons for the year. That is really all that retrospecting is all about. And then when you do that, you are ready for the future. You're ready for 2021. You are ready for 2021. So that is quite resounding. So note that for your past, you need to take lessons. And then that prepares you for your future. Do you have goals that you had for this year? At the beginning of this year, were there things that you wanted to accomplish? You wanted to accomplish, you planned to accomplish, you desire to accomplish. Were there things that on this episode, we usually talk about, on this program, we usually talk about finance. Did you have money goals, for example? Did you have financial goals? Did you have financial goals? How did you fare looking at them? Now, thinking about them, because retrospecting is all about looking back. You know, it's about looking back and thinking and reviewing and things like that. So the number one step is to look at it. Okay, my goals. Bring out your goals again and look at them. Look at your goals. Review your goals. How did I do as regards these goals? Okay, I wanted to make, I don't know how much you wanted to make every month of this year. Did you achieve that? Or you just did about some percentage of it? What percentage of it did you do? You need to measure your performance as regards your goals.
Wow. You know, if I had not known this, I would think that I should be reviewing my yearly goals, not monthly goals. Yearly goals like January 1st, when we entered into the new year.
Your resolution.
No, I won't say resolution, like goals, what to achieve, what to get by the end of like 2020.
Okay, as in it is January 1st that you'll be
January
doing
1st, I feel that is the best time, but I think now I know that that is even far beyond that.
Okay. I understand you in the sense that, there's that spirit of January 1st.
Yes.
December 31st and January 1st. There is that spirit that makes people want to be serious, and so that's where they come to. But you see, you are coming to the party too late already. If it is only January 1st that you are starting to plan. The concept of 10 months make a year is that you actually have the whole of December to plan what you are going to do in the new year, such that January 1st, you actually hit the ground running. You've started executing January 1st. Whilst others are planning, you're already ahead of them. I mean, I hope you are not, maybe Nigeria is like you. And I think we've even gone past that now, because you know that in the past, our budget usually, it is only in the new year that we are trying to put budget together, and then for the year, and then it doesn't get passed until mid-year or something like that. But now I think we've even gotten that bad. So if Nigeria has improved, you had better improve. Okay, so it can't be January 1st. It can't be January 1st. It's better in December.
It's better in December. Okay. So after the goal and all, what's next?
Okay, fine. So after evaluating your goal, I mean, you are reviewing your goals, knowing that, okay, bringing out your goals and marking yourself, scoring yourself as it were. How far did I do? How well did I do regarding all my goals? Okay. You then do what I call evaluation. Evaluation in the sense that in my attempt at achieving my goals, in my attempt at making things that I planned happen, okay, financial goals, whatever goals, what worked for me and what are the things that didn't work? You have to identify that. Just those two things. You can even just table it and say, these were the things that worked. I was able to save, maybe so percentage of my money, talking about finance right now. I was able to save, and how I was able to save was because I joined a cooperative, you understand? And then I instructed my company or my HR to deduct so much from my pay each time it comes and move it into the cooperative account. Or I gave my bankers a standing order instruction that on so date of the month that I know that my salary will have entered, move a particular percentage. So I didn't get tempted to spend those money, because I was able to move them into somewhere that I will not be easily able to access them. Not the place that I can also go and just use ATM card and withdraw, So that worked for me, and I was able to save because of that, So then I looked out for investments, even though I didn't have so much money bulk, but I explored investment, and I was able to identify investment that I could do in installments, I trained myself more, I gained more knowledge because I listened to the Total Financial Makeover. I kept a date with Debo Adejana TV. I kept a date with their program on TV. I kept a date with their program on radio for those listening to us from Abuja and everywhere, So I did all of this. These were the things that worked for me. What didn't work? In all my attempts to make sure that I wake up at a particular time of the day and I sleep at a particular time of the day, I think because I go through long traffic or whatever, that didn't work because I got home tired, I still couldn't do much and all of that. In my attempt at looking for extra means of income, I really didn't see any. Yeah. So, for example, Rose, what worked for you? What didn't work for you? There were probably some things you planned to do last year.
Yeah.
Which of them were you able to do and they resulted in your desired goal, in your desired aim, okay? And what were the things that you planned to do and probably you did them, but they really didn't pan out the way you wanted?
Well, I would put in savings. I had intention of having such amount of money saved.
Okay.
Although reviewing down the months,
Okay.
the year is not up to an end. Reviewing down the months, I've been able to at least accomplish a little percentage, even if it's not all.
Okay.
I know I had intentions of exploring, traveling, but that didn't work due to the situation.
Okay, you knew why that didn't work. COVID didn't make that work. Okay,
COVID
fine.
didn't make that work. So, I don't have personal.
Okay, you don't want to. Okay, she had other private things. Maybe she had the intention of getting married this year, for example.
Getting married this year. Okay, well, actually part of it, but
and that didn't work. And that didn't work. Okay, don't worry. Sorry, please, for throwing out the bus there. That's just us playing. Okay. Now, so that is it. You also probably had things that you wanted to do. Okay, that didn't work. The essence of doing all of this evaluation is to know what work that you can intensify in the new year. Okay, and what didn't work that you have to adjust, because you have to ask yourself, why didn't it work? And then see what you can tweak to make it work if possible. And the ones that even work, how can you intensify such that it can work even more? You can have more results, okay? So once you evaluate, you move on to the next stage. Remember, you pull out your goals, you score yourself, then you evaluate what worked, what didn't work. The next thing you have to do is to observe and identify the gaps you have. Because like we said, whatever didn't work and whatever worked, there were things that made those things happen. So identify the gaps you have. Very important. Gaps in terms of, there are three major areas that we need to, be able to be very up to date with when we want to be successful all around in our financial life and in other aspects of our life. One, in terms of your knowledge, do you have knowledge gap in one area or the other, and that was probably why some things didn't work, or some things worked but they didn't work as much as they should have? So you identify that, okay, I have knowledge gap in this area. For example, this year, not really that I had knowledge gap per se, okay, but knowledge is always something, is never ending, okay, it's never ending. I made up my mind at the beginning of the year, one of my goals was to sit for a particular professional exam, okay. It had become almost a challenge because I had left it, and it was becoming, do I need it or not? But I just felt that I should just do it. And I set a goal to do it. And thank God, in spite of COVID, because the professional exams happen twice in the year. I would have done it early part of the year, but they couldn't hold it because of COVID. But thank God they still held it before the year ended. I was almost not going to take it, but I just said, let me just go ahead and do it. And I did it. I did it. So knowledge gap, I was trying to close up some knowledge gap that I had identified prior year. So knowledge gap. So you are identifying the kind of courses, programs you'll be going for next year, the kind of programs you'll be listening to, whether you need to more and intensify your listening to Total Financial Makeover, for example, the kind of YouTube programs you'll be watching, the kind of seminars, kind of courses you go for, or maybe you want to actually go for one academic program or the other, pursue your PhD, your master's and things like that in one area or the other. Knowledge gap, okay? Skills gap. Knowledge does not necessarily translate to skills. So you also need to find out, okay, maybe I don't know how to do this as much as I should. I'm not good. I'm not excellent at this yet. Okay, skills gap. Your marketing skills, your interpersonal skills, your presentation skills, you understand, your leadership skills, your emotional intelligence skills. These are the skills that you need to be able to turn your life around. Soft skills particularly are things that you need to be able to turn your life around and move up to the next level. So you want to find out the areas that you are lacking in all of these skills and identify them as things that you need to improve. Then your relationship skills. When I say relationship, I mean actually your network skills, your networking skills. Because the number of people you know, your network, is directly proportional to your net worth. We always say this. People that we know are the ones that buy from us, are the ones that do business with us, are the ones that we make money from and make money with. Okay? So you need to learn how to know people. So if you have gap as to relationship, as to how many new people you are adding to your net worth, quality people you are adding to your network, if you have gaps regarding that, you need to identify it.
Barcelona Direct is an initiative of Barcelona Real Estate Cooperative Multipurpose Society Limited. It is one of the membership routes available to join in the cooperative.
On this platform, carefully curated real estate rental income projects and others are offered to low-budget real estate investors like you and I to participate and enjoy the return available. With as low as 25,000 naira, you can actually secure a fractional slot of investment on offer and proceed to enjoy real estate return as prescribed.
Everything that needs to be done can be done on the platform, including paying for your fractional slots via Pay Start Payment Limited. Investors can pick the pay later option while filling out their investment on this platform.
You actually don't need $1 million to invest in real estate when it comes to the Barcelona Landlord Direct platform.
You've heard it all from Chrissy and Lekon. That is exactly how Brefi run. Enjoy the platform. Go ahead and start investing. You stand a good chance. Let's make real estate money together. Welcome, board.
But if you are interested in investing or you are interested in knowing more about it, we have our representative you can call. If you are listening from Abuja, Benin, Lagos, anywhere around the world, and also our listeners on radio, please call on this number and they will give you every information that you need. We have Rotimi on 090-9054-8741, 090-9054-8741. or Rose 080-9063-4776, 080-9063-4776. Please call on to this number for any inquiry and also to make your investment.
And that leads me to the last thing that you need to do when you are retrospecting. Remember, the first thing is pull out your goals and score yourself. Then evaluate what is working, what worked and what didn't work. Okay? Identify the gaps. Why did those things work? Why didn't they work? Or how else can they work? What are the things that you need to get that you lack? Gaps like knowledge gap, skills gap, and networking gap, as in relationship. Adding valuable people to your network. What are those things that you need, those gaps? And then go prepare yourself to then cover those gaps once you identify. So the last thing will be next steps. Next steps to take. Having identified all of these things, you now start to fix how you are going to take the next steps. As in to say that, okay, fine. So I identify that I have knowledge gap in this area. You look out. You go out there and say, okay, I would search out where I can acquire knowledge. Either by way of watching some YouTube channel, Debo Adejana. For example, if you've not subscribed to the channel, you want to subscribe to Debo Adejana TV because we have loads of very valuable things for you online that you want to learn from, okay? That's one. Two, you want to go out there, okay, and then learn, maybe take courses. Attend School of Estate, for example, things like that. You want to take courses and better yourself, cover the knowledge gap if you're in real estate and all of that. Like for me, for example, next year, one of the things I want to do is I want to go back to my monitoring and following the capital market. Yes, I'm a real estate person, but I want to also go back to my monitoring and following the capital market because I realize that, hey, if you can properly watch these things, there's some money to be made across board, either in the capital market or in the real estate market, people are still making money. Depends on the knowledge and the relationships you have. So for me, that is one gap that I found that I allowed to exist this year and I'm going to cover next year. For you, what I'll do. So I'm going to go out there, look out for relationships, look out for trainings I can take, look out for newsletters I can follow, look out for YouTube channels I can subscribe to, and continue to learn about the capital market and see what I can do regarding it. So what will you do? Taking the next steps will be very, very important to you. And to that effect, I think the next session we'll be having will be on planning, because that is really what taking next steps entail. Planning for your 2021. We've helped you to retrospect now. We would help you to plan in the coming week. I don't know if you have anything to add, but for me, that is what we will be talking about next time. Planning. Rose.
True. So what I want to say is, if you are there and you have not started retrospecting, I think now is the time. Go back to that goals you wrote when you were entering 2019.
Yeah, in 2019. Or maybe in January 1st, 2020.
January 1st, like me. Go through it, analyze, evaluate, identify, and start planning, so that by next week, when we come to talk about planning, I think you should be aligned with us.
Exactly. So that's it. Remember again, 10 months make a year. That quote again, saying, dear past, thank you for the lessons. Dear future, I am ready. Till we come your way next week, I remain yours sincerely, Debo Adejana, your financial jailbreaker, escape crusader, and the emperor of the Sack Your Landlord dynasty.
Okay.
Saying with Rose, bye. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Total Financial Makeover with Debo Adejana. Move from lack or barely enough to abundance. Renting to letting. From struggling to thriving. Blick to living the dream. Totally in control. Your head above the waters. Taking safe and superb financial decisions always.